Outside the window, snow was falling heavily, and it was a world of ice and snow. However, Mr. and Mrs. Wall were enjoying the secluded tranquility in their warm motorhome. They didn't have to go to work or rent a house, and their life was full of freedom and coziness. On this day, Wall was driving his tall Unimog motorhome across the vast snowfield. Suddenly, an unexpected accident occurred. The motorhome broke down and got stuck in a deep snow pit. Facing this predicament, Wall decided to put chains on the tires. The couple crawled laboriously in the snow. After much effort, they finally reached an open and flat area. They hit it off immediately, and decided to park here and start building their own secret motorhome camping base. First, Wall disassembled the snowmobile at the rear of the vehicle, and started to patrol around with equipment to ensure there were no potential dangers around the camp. At the highest point of the mountain range, the couple set up camping tables and chairs, took a break, admired the stunning scenery at the mountaintop, enjoyed the fresh air, had something to eat and drink, and completely relaxed themselves. After confirming that the surrounding environment was safe, Wall drove the motorhome back to the camp. They took out the camping equipment from the trunk, and started to build a camping site at the entrance of the vehicle. To keep warm, Wall took out the pre-prepared firewood from the car, and put it into the boiler. With the burning of the fire, the whole camp gradually became warm and comfortable, and the cold snow night no longer felt piercingly cold. Meanwhile, his wife wasn't idle either. She took out the meat obtained from outdoor hunting from the motorhome, and started to fry delicious beef slices above the fire. Beside the warm fire, the air was filled with the aroma of meat. While waiting, the couple felt the thrill and tranquility brought by the ice and snow world. Finally, the beef slices were cooked. Paired with the crust and sauce, they were incredibly delicious. The two took bite after bite, immersed in this wonderful time. Just as they were enjoying the food, the wind started to howl, and the whole forest was shaking. To ensure a safe night, Wall deliberately placed the leftovers in the distance, and used an infrared camera to monitor the surroundings to see if any wild animals were approaching. In this way, the wild animals could be fed and leave, and they could also keep track of the surrounding security situation at any time. After returning to the camp, Wall started to tidy up the equipment on the snow, while his wife went back into the motorhome to wash the fruits and prepare tonight's little desserts. The couple turned on the TV in the car, lay on the comfortable sofa, ate strawberries, and enjoyed the company of TV programs. The whole car was full of warmth and coziness. It was truly an ideal camping night. In the late hours of the night, in the warm motorhome, Wall and his wife went back to the bedroom on the roof of the vehicle, lay in the quilt, continued to watch TV, and gradually fell into a sweet dream. The next morning, the snowstorm had stopped, but the snow hadn't melted yet. The forest was covered with white snow, and the whole snow mountain was like a serene painting. Only Mr. and Mrs. Wall and their Unimog motorhome remained here. The couple woke up from their sleep, and went out to patrol early to check the situation around the camp. They found that the food place last night was gone, and discovered the footprints of foxes and birds. It turned out that these small animals had eaten up the food. Fortunately, they didn't approach Wall's camp, and the couple breathed a sigh of relief. After returning to the motorhome, the couple started to prepare breakfast. Wall reassembled the camping tables and chairs, chopped firewood with a small axe, and put it into the boiler to make a fire. As the fire rose, they started to fry and bake pancakes, preparing a special delicacy made by Wall himself. The warmth of the fire and the aroma of tea intertwined. The couple ate the delicious breakfast, enjoying the tranquility and satisfaction. Considering that wild animals often appeared here, Mr. and Mrs. Wall decided to leave as soon as possible. After packing up all the equipment, they put the items back into the Unimog motorhome, and drove the motorhome away from this snowfield, continuing their camping journey.